And with a deck profile for Darkrai. This is one of my favorite decks so far. It's really fun to play, and just wanted to profile that for you guys. So we run 2 Darkrai EX. We're focusing on the Dark Pulse attack. Hit for 20 plus 20 for each Dark Energy on your field. So we're gonna just like amp this guy up when we play him. So we play 2 copies of Darkrai EX. Put him right over there. So will help us power up this guy a lot will be Darkria EX. We run 2 copies of him. We have protection against Mega Evolutions with Renegade Pulse, and we also have Chaos Wheel, say if we want to shut down our opponents. But for now we're using him for the Double Dragon Energy for our attacks. So we're going to run 2 of him. And I run 1 copy of Yveltal EX. Just great support Pokemon. Just Tech 1. Nothing bad about that. Evil Ball, Y Cyclone. Just great backup. Next we're running 2 Shaman. Pretty standard. Kind of low for most, but for this deck that's all you need. Not running too many abilities, so it's not bad to have. So run 2 of those guys. Next up, this is kind of weird. Not many people run this in their deck, but I'm running 3 Baby Yveltal with Oblivion Wing. Just energy acceleration. Good to start out with. Chip off your opponent on damage. Stall them out for a little bit. 1 prize attacker, not too bad. Great to see him firsthand, just opening. It's fabulous. Next up, I run 1 Fright Knight Yveltal. Just having that item lock, not really item lock, but tool lock on there. Say if you're going against Fury Belt or anything, just shut them down, nothing else, throw them up there, get some damage on Shamans or EXs, have some fun with it, I don't know. Next, I like to run a 2/2 Trubbish Garbodor line. Garbodor, attach Floatstone, Garbotoxin, shut down your opponent. It's just so good, and it's really consistent in this deck. So we'll run 2 of those. Alright, next up we're up to our items. We're running 4 Ultra Ball. Search out whatever Pokemon you need. Search out a Shaman, Darkrai, whatever you're flowing for. We run 4 of those, just standard. Next up, we run 4 Trainer's Mail. So we can get into our Ultra Balls, Max Elixirs, whatever we're going to be needing. Really consistent. Gotta run 4. Now we have 4 VS Seekers that we're running here. It's a must for this one. I think you could get away with 3, but 4 I find is just really awesome. I don't know, this deck has never failed me. Anytime you run for something, you get set up quick and you're just out there hitting for everything you need. Next up we run 4 Max Elixir. What's interesting about this deck is I've never run into a dead draw while I'm searching for my energy. This deck is so consistent you can run into it. It just doesn't fail. So we'll run 4 of those. Next up we run 2 Floatstone for a Garbodor, and possibly sometimes we start with Giratina and we have a Floatstone. More than likely we'll throw one on there, retreat him back, and come up with swing with one of our other attackers. But worst comes to worst, we'll have that. But still, you can still pump out a Garbodor, no problem. Next up, we have 1 Fighting Fury Belt. I know I should run more, but in this deck I don't really have the space. If you guys can find room in your deck, if you want to try this out, go for it. Tell me how it goes in the comments section. And yeah, next up we run 2 Reverse Valley. This is the best card for this deck. It's great. Just upping it by 10 damage makes all the difference. I know I should drop something for like at least one more Fury Belt, but we'll run 2 of these guys. Let me know what you guys think, and I'd love to hear back from you. Alright, next up we have our supporters. We are running 4 Sycamore. Just discard your hand, draw 7 fresh cards. We don't use it too much, but we do need it. Time to time. Alright. Next up, we play 2N. Most people are running about 3 or 4 in some decks, but this one is just, I love it with 2. It's really consistent. Can't get over that part. So 2N, you run into it when you need to, and if you don't need it, you just can it. Nothing too bad there. Next up, we run 2 Lysander. Just discard them first turn, then get back with our VS Seeker. It's great. Love that. Next, we run 1 Hex Maniac, and that's my only one of. I was thinking about putting Pokemon Ranger. I will later on, but for right now, Hex Maniac is a must until we get Garbodor up and going. It's just great on there. Alright, let's get some room over here so we can actually throw in our energy. So for supporters and trainers, that's all I have. Which, it's a pretty good lineup. Just play around with it, see what you guys find, but I really like the whole Evital in there. It may seem slow, but it gets up. It starts plowing through very fast. Alright. Oh. I forgot 1 Super Rod in here. Just shuffle back our Pokemon you don't know if we need it. Darkrai, Shaman, Baby Evital, or say if we can our Garbodors, we may need them back. Just great one of. Alright. So for our energy, I have kind of a weird stack up here. So I'm running 3 Double Dragon Energy for our Giratina over here so we can slap on a lot more damage. And then I'm running 1 DCE. Kind of weird, but it comes in when you need it, and if you don't need it, it's just out of your way. It's really awesome. Alright. So I kind of have a heavy number of dark energy in here, but for our max elixirs, this is the best amount. Alright, so I'm running 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 dark energy. You may feel that's really heavy on this, but when you're playing it, it's the perfect amount. Because your max elixirs do not flop when you have this much. If you need to dig for the dragon energy, they're easy to come by. But these guys, you'll come across max elixir pretty much once a turn. With Trainer's Mail or just draw into it. It's really good. So that's my Darkrai deck. Tell me what you guys think. Please like the video and tell me what you think in the comments. Thanks.